Good Monday morning. It is Mindset Monday again. And guess what? We are going to find happy in the new year and we are going to avoid burnout and think about all the ways that we can take control of our mindsets. So, I want to welcome you back to the Creative Vibe Studios. My name is Bridget Rooks, and I really want to put this message out there that your mental health is and must be a priority. We talk about self love all the time, but you have to know that it's more than just spa days and Starbucks. Life is short and it's up to us to make the most of it. So I challenge you to think about what you're thinking about, right? And to understand your capacity to understand what's happening around you, what's happening inside you, and thinking about your thoughts. You have to be able to communicate your emotions successfully in order to have a happy life, right? Because there's so many things that our mind will tell us that are not true. And I want you to be successful in the new year. I want you to find your happy place. And we have to just really adjust to the ways that we can take control over those moments when we do feel overwhelmed or anxious. So, this is a reminder that you are not alone. Oftentimes, depression and anxiety will make you feel that no one's out there. But I want you to know the most important thing, just like Dwayne The Rock Johnson says here in this quote, is to realize that you're not alone. It's okay to feel like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going to happen, and feel these feelings because emotions are real. But it's about what you do. So, knowing that you are not alone is a priority going into this next year, no matter where your emotions take you, because it's emotional roller coaster. And make sure that you know that and put a post it beside your places that you are most often at work, by your bed, in the bathroom, wherever you can, just to remind yourself during those tough times that you're not alone. I got 4 mindset hacks to help you really think about how you can overcome the the times of overwhelm, right? And when you feel anxious because burnout is real. So the first mindset hack is we got to learn how to slow down, right? Sometimes I find myself doing way too much and working on too many things and handling and juggling too many things, too many different projects. And I have to remind myself to slow down. When you feel like you're all over the place and your mind is flooded with too many thoughts and ideas, that's a signal. Like, I have taught myself to be triggered by this. If I feel like I'm running around doing too much, I say, Bridget, it's time to slow down. Because guess what? Overwhelm left on full throttle will eventually lead to burnout. And burnout, let me tell you, you don't want to get there because then you have to sit down, right? There's no slowing down, it's stop. You are going to have to stop when you get to burnout. And I want you to avoid that emotion that comes with and the stress and the anxiety and oftentimes the depression that can come from being burnt out. So if you start this new year knowing that you have the power to pump the brakes, to shift gears, to slow things down, you'll be in a good position to overcome burnout. Okay. The second mindset hack we're going to talk to is talking to someone about how you're feeling, right? Being overwhelmed, like as an entrepreneur, it's so important to know that you, number one, like we said, you're not alone, right? And there's so many other people. I think what happens is the competition is so real and it's so thick, and that everyone is trying to get out there and get their business developed and sell their products and services and offer the help that they have put so much thought into to provide solutions for your ideal client. But it can get a little crazy, right? So when you are out in the world building your business or just running your day-to-day household, your family, all your responsibilities, it can get overwhelming. So knowing that you have the ability to talk to someone, like physically talk to someone, right? Knowing that you're not alone and being okay with okay, so if I need to talk to someone, I can is one thing, but taking the action to do so is what I want to encourage you to do. Even if it's like a check in once a month with a mentor or a therapist, I want you guys to know that therapy is for everyone. Like, there's no, like, you don't have to be sick to go to therapy. I think there's a whole vision or idea of what therapy looks like, and we've got to change that norm to a new norm, right? And talking to someone about, and it doesn't have to be negative about problems. It could just be talking through your ideas, talking through creating a plan, talking to someone about what you want to change so that you can have an accountability partner. Last week we talked about having an accountability partner and making sure that you're holding each other to what you said. If your goals are set and you want to achieve this, you can't have someone on your side that's going to let you slide or to let you get away with, making excuses. Talking to someone is a good way to get your ideas out of your head, to put things in motion, and to really see things clearly. Because a lot of times, like if you're running around and you're really close to burnout, you've got too many things, too many moving pieces to actually see the big picture for the puzzle to even come to play. You might need to take a moment to slow down, like mindset number one, and then talk to somebody about where you are, what you see, how it's coming together, and celebrate those wins, and also celebrate the setbacks. Because whenever you have a setback and things are not going the way that you want them to, that is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to take a minute, to reflect. And when you talk to someone about this, you can get a new perspective. And also, if you're talking to someone who's willing to just listen, which is an amazing thing to have, you can hear yourself clearly, and things really come to be a lot. You just gain clarity when you're able to talk to someone, and it makes a huge difference sometimes if you don't know that person and they don't know you. So think about that in the new year. The third mindset hack is we've got to be honest, right? Be honest with where you are. If you need help working on projects, if you need to outsource some things, if you need to hire a nanny, hire a cleaning person, get things in place so that you can understand your finances, be honest with yourself. You listen, we are just one person. And sometimes we need help doing the things that we're not the expert in. So it's okay to acknowledge when you need help. And this is the biggest thing, a takeaway for me. I like to feel confident that when I partner with someone, that our partnership and the growth from that will be encouraging enough, because the results from that partnership, that conversation, that support will really be a success story that I can tell and say, you know what, we worked so good together, or they helped me X, Y, and Z. I think we have to be honest with ourselves and be humble enough sometimes to really understand where we are, how we can get to where we want to go, and being able to admit, you know what, I am not good at this. I need to learn it. I'm going to take a class. Or, you know what, I have no idea. Let me call an expert and hire them to help me do this part so that I can spend my time doing things that I love or that are a higher priority. We have to be okay with letting go and accepting our own capacity levels. Like, knowing what you have the capacity to do and achieve is going to get you far. So don't be afraid to be honest with yourself in the new year. The fourth mindset hack is setting obtainable, realistic goals, right? I'm all about setting goals and talking about having an action plan and putting things into place and making it happen, because the best feeling you can have as we're coming to the end of this year is to check things off your list of what you've achieved, right? So don't set unobtainable goals that are not realistic. I mean, it's great to have this big picture vision, but maybe it's 10 years, not just 6 months. It takes a while to build a house. It takes a while to build a business. It takes a moment to write a book. You have to set realistic goals so that you can obtain them and move on to the next set of goals. So, one of the things I want you to think about is to be ambitious, but be smart about your goals. Don't worry about what it is that you have to do. Check those, put those things on your list, because those are the action items. So, what if you don't know how to do? You learn. Or, like we said, be honest with yourself, get the help that you need, outsource those things, or to learn it firsthand. And then remember that life is not a competition. We are here for an experience on this earth. And every single day, you have to do what's best for you and knowing your capacity and knowing that it's not a race will help you just feel satisfied each and every day because you're in control. So pace yourself and know that it's not a race. One of the biggest things that I want you guys to really think about in the new year too is to respect your vision, right? Don't allow negative thoughts and feedback from other people to discourage you. If you know that your goal for the new year is to lose 15 pounds, to run in a marathon, to climb a mountain, to write a book, to start your business, to sell 15 houses, whatever your goal is, respect your vision. And don't let anyone tell you that, oh, that's crazy. You cannot get that done, right? You were born to be and do great things. And I think your greatness is something that we need to just tap into in the new year and setting obtainable, realistic goals that tie into your vision and help you really grow in this experience we call life will really set the tone for the new year. As I mentioned, my name is Bridget Rooks, and I want to wish you a very happy holiday, a wonderful new year, and I can't wait to talk about all the things that we're going to achieve in 2023. Have a great day, and I'll see you next week.